On a recent day off, we caught up with rookie guard Stephen Curry at Mira Vista Golf Course in El Cerrito. All right, we're hanging out at Mira Vista Country Club, and Vista, I would say so, as we talk to Steph Curry, and kind of a mid-season checkup for your rookie year. Has it been everything that you thought?
It is, the lifestyle, having fun, waking up every day, going to practice, doing it for a living. I think that's something I've always looked forward to, and it actually happens. I wake up every day and just happy that I made it this far, and just going to continue to work hard to stay on this level.
I mean this as a compliment, and it's something I talk to basketball people. You're a way better defender than I ever would have thought. You seem to take a lot of pride in that defense too.
Definitely. A lot of emphasis is put on scoring and how well you play with the ball, but there's also the other half of the court, and I think it's just about effort, really. Knowing where to be, just giving that effort, having some pride, and not letting your opponent score, and just making it tough on them. Sometimes you're gonna get burnt, but for the most part, if I go out there and just be in the right spots, give my effort, my defense will speak for itself. So I think that's what I've tried to do up to this point.
You and Monta Ellis are top 10 in steals. Do you know you're the most productive backcourt in the NBA when you look at points, assists, rebounds, and steals?
Not really. It's the first time I heard that. We're two very explosive guys capable of big nights. He's an all-star caliber player, so it makes it easy for me to go out there and just try to follow his lead and be as productive as he is. Being active on the defensive end, getting steals, pushing in transition. We like to get up and down, so if we get stops and get steals, that makes it easier on us. So it's been fun to play with him, and a long way from the start of training camp.
This rookie draft class, particularly at the point guard spot, whether you call Tyreke Evans or Brandon Jennings, Johnny Flynn, yourself, a lot of really quality young players that are playing a lot for teams. Is it the game within the game is a little matchup thing for you?
It is a little bit. There's no avoiding that. You want to, be at the top of your class and among the people who you're going to be compared to at the end of the year. So, especially when they're your matchup, you want to set that defensive, pride that you have to take. You want to stop them, and you also want to, have a great offensive game against them. So, but you can't, do too much or do extra stuff trying to win that matchup. You have to play within yourself and in your system and see what happens at the end of the game.
You have that little baby-faced assassin look to you. You hit a big three in the win over Phoenix, and you hit the three, and you had that kind of fist pump, and it was the first time I saw, ooh, he's got a little mean streak in him, and you wanted to put them away there. Is that something that you learn as you play the game, or is it, hey, this is the moment, and this is the time to make a big play? How do you gain that feel?
In practice, you put up those same shots all the time, and you have to approach those big shots like you do every other shot. Thinking that it's going in. Big moments, your adrenaline starts to rush, and you start to celebrate a little bit afterwards. But up until that point, I think you just got to treat it like any other shot, and that's how I approach it.
When you look at playing with Monta Ellis and with Corey Maggette, you guys have been the Iron Men for the team. How do you hang in there with having an injury season for a lot of your teammates? I've been in the league a long time. I've never seen a season like this.
I really don't know. We come in every day, with a fresh start, thinking, today's going to be the day where our season's going to turn around and go in the right direction, and somebody else gets hurt, and it's kind of like a merry-go-round with the injuries this year. But for us, I think it's just approaching the game the same way that we do, and not losing the fun that we have when we go out there and play, which is how we get through these injuries and these tough stretches in the season.
Have you had a welcome to the NBA moment?
Probably, I think our second time playing the Lakers in the preseason. I got matched up on Kobe, and he was guarding me, and I gave him a little crossover, and I didn't make the shot, but he fouled me. And I got a little ooh from the crowd and stuff like that. So that was the first time I realized, you see Kobe. When you're in the game, you're trying to treat him like any other opponent, but it's Kobe Bryant and what he means. So to make a move like that and almost make the shot get fouled, that was a pretty cool moment.
You ever heard a building like Oracle? When it's the Celtics, it's the Suns, it's the Lakers, you're scrapping, you're scratching, clawing. You make that run, came from 18 down to beat Sacramento. To feel a building like that?
It's the best arena I've played in ever. I think it's, true testament for them to keep coming out, even though we're injury prone right now. We're we're not doing too well, they still come out, they still support us, you know, and they give us motivation to come out there and play well against those great teams and get big wins like that. So I always have fun when I step inside Oracle Arena, and hopefully it stays like that.
All right, Steph Curry with us on Warriors Weekly, and we'll continue learning a little bit more about Steph as we continue.